ahead and do some voiceovers on this. Yeah, I thought it'd be easier. So we drill the coconut. You've seen this 100 times if you've seen my videos. We drill the coconut out, get it going early. Yeah. Then we go ahead and add some distilled water. This is actually just fish tank water because it's got nutrients in it already. So throw some fish tank water in there. Get a nice, the sphagnum moss nice and hydrated. Get that sphagnum moss hydrated. Pull out the drill, go ahead and get a wood screw, a rust-proof wood screw. Let me go ahead and make that clear. Go ahead and put that through the coconut and right into the good old branch there. Give it a good little shakedown. Everything got a good little shakedown real quick. Go ahead and then angle it properly, which I didn't angle it properly. So when I was done with the whole thing, I had to end up going back and still re-angling it, but that's all right. But we got it going. Then go ahead and create a little bed at the bottom. Make sure the bed is flat. Go ahead and grab your plant, which in this case it is a Verrucosum. Now, I've been kind of wanting a Verrucosum for a while, and finally found a dealer that's actually right next to me, and he's got a lot of varieties. So I'm probably going to collect all 5 I think he has. So this is the first one. This is the I think this is the normal Verrucosum. Yeah, this is the normal Verrucosum. He has the small version. He has the Amazon version. He has the one that has like the all black, like what is that? The starts with an F. I can't think of it right now. It's got like all not black, all red on the back. I did say that right. It's got all red on the back. But yeah, as you can see, I was struggling with this cup though. Let me get back to this video. I was struggling with this cup, so I went ahead and cut it. At first I thought I could just pull it out, but I couldn't, so I had to just go ahead and cut it with some scissors. And thought I could go all the way around, but it was giving me a hard time, so I went ahead and just cut it again, and I was still having a hard time with it, trying to like finish it. So I thought I'd go ahead and just start from the other side, and yeah, cut that way, and boom, had to end up cutting that off too, because that was giving me a tough time as well. So once I cut that off camera, we were left with the bottom, and went ahead and pulled it out the bottom, which was way easier than try to pulling it out the whole cup, which I don't know why, but yeah, I guess it was stuck to some of the roots were stuck to the side of the wall of the cup. But I'm gonna go ahead and just stick the whole thing in there. That's what I normally do. Normally it's in soil or some kind of like soil base. This one is in rock wool, which I haven't worked with rock wool since I grew cannabis years ago. And I thought, since the cup was holding in a lot more, how do I put this? I feel like the cup wasn't letting as much oxygen in, and it was still thriving, but like that's how all pots are, they're plastic, so that's what it is. So I thought it would do just as fine with the sphagnum moss. I'm thinking the rock wool's not gonna go ahead and rot as long as it stays like, it's aerated, it was getting a lot less air around the rock wool in the cup than it is going to do in the sphagnum moss, which is basically what I've been trying to say. So I feel like it's going to get even more air, just as much moisture. So yeah, I think it should stay just as happy. I don't think the rock wool is going to rot, or I don't think the sphagnum moss underneath, I don't think nothing's going to rot. I think it all should be good because as much air is going on, there's a lot of airflow. So this thing should be pretty good to go. It should be pretty stable. So I'm sitting here mounting it with a zip tie. Went ahead and got a zip tie, and zip ties are king for all my mountings. I use zip ties for all the mountings. It just makes everything good and gravy. Went ahead and mounted that around, made sure I was careful of all the leaves that are on not only the Verrucosum but the Price Verde that you see is growing up the log. There is a Addisonii growing up the log as well. So there's like a lot of plants and vines growing up on this log that's going up. So on this branch, I should say, it's not really a log, it's a branch. So all these vines, I'm trying to go underneath or between them, and just get it straight on the wood. That way I'm not like suffocating any other plants. And I do it successfully. It was actually easier than I thought. I thought it was going to be like a whole mess, but luckily it was actually a lot easier than I thought. And we got it mounted. I'm going to go ahead and throw some sphagnum moss around it now. I'm going to go ahead and cake that sphagnum moss on there. Cake that sphagnum moss, cake it on there. Make sure you start from the bottom, you start from the back, work your way up to the front, back, front, then work your way up. That way you build a nice little, I don't know how to say, support beam for yourself. You know, I feel like if you start from the top and then go down, then I don't know. I feel like the bottom starts falling off for some reason. So if you start from the bottom, then you go from there. It kind of shingles it on there, reverse shingling it, because how you would do a house, you would start from the bottom and go. Actually, no, yeah, you start from the bottom and go up on a house too. So it's not reverse shingling it. It's actually proper shingling. Actually, probably why it works. All right. Anyways, you know, go ahead and get it flat in your hand. Put it make a nice little flat hand bed in your hand and make it flat, and you know, you can hear it squishing around a little bit. And then as soon as you go out there, smack it on there. Smack it on there. Find a little spot you're gonna smack it in. Bye-yow. You're gonna drop some pieces. Obviously, some pieces are gonna fall, but luckily there's a whole bunch of pots underneath it, which all these plants are growing out of that are beneath it, like the, you know, the bird of paradise, that palm. There's the Addisonii pot that's at the very bottom. So there's a lot of pots around it. So you don't have to worry about too much falling out. Right there, I'm adding I was adding the fluvial because I basically forgot to add the stratum, the aqua swell before I had put the plant in. So I went ahead and just added it on top, put a little cap, boom, we're good to go. There's aqua soil in there. Call it a day. And I am also tying it with a fish string, because you know you need a fish string to get it. Go ahead and make sure everything's tied down to the sphagnum moss is tied down. Otherwise, when you start watering it, like, you don't really have to, but this one's kind of like far back behind everything, and since I won't be able to like have super control when I'm misting it sometimes, because there's a lot of other plants around it, I don't want like a stream of water to hit it when I'm spraying and everything, and hit the wrong angle and shoot some sphagnum moss off the side, and it starts like having bare sides and all that. So that would happen. So since this is in the back and kind of tucked, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. And you know, I just tie one little wrap around it, tie that, and then I go around it, and I just wrap that around there, and then I just kind of find like a little spot to tuck that. I don't even tie that last end off. I just find like a little spot to tuck it in, tuck it right in there, because it's holding, like, it's good. And yeah, you know, you go ahead and mist it in, spray it in, make sure she knows she is home and in a good spot. And she's happy. Went ahead and pulled that leaf through, so it poked through the other side, and she's doing her thing. She happy. Now, I'm going to show y'all how to kind of prep on these. This is how you kind of prep for spraying the Kokedamas. I didn't make that video yet, so this is going to be tied into this video. I thought I'd go ahead and tie it all together, but you go ahead and prep your Kokedamas like this. Go ahead and do a nice little spray. Don't worry about like soaking them right now or like doing anything special. You're just getting the top layer of the sphagnum moss wet, so it's able to absorb the water. Because at first, when you go and spray it, if you were to just pour water or spray water right on top of that, it's just going to bounce off and be like pink, and you're going to just have like, I don't know, like water and fertilizer all over your floor. So you got to go ahead and pre-prep. This is pre-prepping your Kokedamas. So pre-prep your Kokedamas, spray it down, get them all nice and moist. I need to put some more sphagnum moss in here. Some sphagnum moss definitely is falling off the front of this. But you know, go ahead and get it prepped, get them all prepped. This is what happens when you don't tie them down. So like, see how that back one was, the last one was kind of like sphagnum moss-less. It's because, you know, you hit it at the wrong angle and sphagnum moss goes flying off. So, but it's in the front, so I don't mind. So I can just go ahead and add sphagnum moss back to it. If it was in the back, it'd be harder to do that. So that's why I didn't tie the front ones off. A lot of the front ones I don't tie off. But you know, we spray them down, get them nice and happy. Get the sphagnum moss nice and happy. Get the sphagnum moss accepting the moisture that it is about to endure. Because, you know, in a rain shower, the rain would just sit there and constantly drip on it, bloop, 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 and it would bounce off at first, but then eventually within the rain shower, it would absorb it. So I'm not really trying to have that go down like in the house. I'm not trying to have a rain shower go down in the house. So, you know, you got to pre-prep them a little bit. If they're hanging, yeah, you can take them off and like put them in a little bucket, but I prefer just to do it this way either way. Even if they are hanging like this one right here, I still prefer to do it this way. Now, once the sphagnum moss has accepted the water from the spraying, you can go ahead and, like, you know, if you have some fertilizer, or if you just like got done watering, you can go ahead and throw some fertilizer in it this way. It works perfectly. Like, literally, it's perfectly fine. Mix your fertilizer up in a bigger bin, and then just scoop it out with a little cup and just add a fertilizer into it, and it goes right in, sits and it's happy, and your plant's like, yeah, let's go. Like, I got fertilizer, I got water, I got nutrients, I got, well, fertilizer is nutrients, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, it's happy, it's getting everything it needs. Yeah, they just hang and they do that thing. This is my first Kokedama I ever did. This is my Nepenthes. It's the first Kokedama I ever did. It kind of started the Kokedama thing for me, and now I am 22 deep. Yes, I counted this morning, and I am 22 Kokedamas deep. Kind of got a lot of Kokedamas there, you know. But you know, the Verrucosum, look at her looking all happy. Like, geez, it looks like she's been there forever. Look like I didn't even just add her. And the Priest Verde all around her, going happy. Priest Verde up there, along with the Biliate right here. Yeah, and you got the leaf of the Vichia hanging down as well. That's not in the Kokedama, but and then you got the Golden Dragon. The Golden Dragon looking beautiful. You got the green Florida green. I said green Florida green. You got a whole bunch of obliqua sitting there. That's the obliqua in the Kokedama. You got another Priest Verde. You got a fern. You got a ring of fire. All in Kokedamas, you know. This nice big giant Biliate in the Kokedama. Like, it's Kokedama land. What else we got over here? Oh yeah, you got another Priest Verde. I put Priest Verdes on all of them just because Priest Verdes grow like crack and they just go straight up the tree. So, you know, I just literally just like leave it. And then you got a Jungle Boogie, another Ring of Fire up top. And yeah, and then you got a Princess right here, you know what I'm saying, growing up. It's probably going to end up backwards towards that Priest Verde. And yeah, because it's just going crazy. You also got some Anthuriums in the Kokedamas, you know what I'm saying? You got a what is that? I am not even gonna try to mention those right now because it's just they're crossed. But yeah. You got the Ring of Fires looking beautiful, and Biliate and Priest Verde, just king of the jungles up there, just sitting high up on the branch, creating a nice canopy along with the palm there, bamboo palm. Now, how I water it all the way through first, like I showed you how you can put fertilizer in it, but this is how you actually like get the water into it. So before you fertilize, this is what you would want to do. You take some distilled water or RO water, whatever water you use for your plants. I don't care what you use as long as you're happy with your plants and your plants are happy and whatever. So go ahead and get a sprayer. Go ahead and spray it full throttle into the not like full blast, just whatever light spray you have, but throw it into the top right near the stem. And that way it goes down the stem, and the stem obviously is connected to the main roots. And yeah, so you want to go ahead and hit that. So you can see it dripping out the mouth of the face. I think it's kind of cool how it looks like a face, and it's kind of just like, yeah, it's kind of just dripping there. What you can do is plug the little mouth hole up right there where it's dripping from. You can plug that hole up and add more water to it and just keep spraying it until you start seeing it flow out the sides of the coconut, the top sides. Then you can like release it, but it's going to release a lot of water, just letting you know. So this is probably taken about 2 hours after she was mounted, and you can see she's looking happy. The leaves are starting to, well, that main leaf is starting to move towards the light, which I expected her to start doing. She's settling into her spot nicely. This is the bottom to the top of the log. As you can see, it's an Addissonia going up it, starting from the very bottom, and then the Priest Verde and the Verrucosum are going to start going up. Well, the Priest Verde is already going up, but the Verrucosum are going to start joining the Priest Verde. But that Priest Verde is just gone, going and gone. Addissonia is way up, at almost to the top. It's got about another quarter way to go. And yeah, so here's the little clip of the jungle. I appreciate you guys peeping in this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment. Go ahead and remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, ZTY Palm Care on Instagram. You can ask me questions there as well. Follow me, subscribe, put that alert on. Let me know when you guys want another video, because I might go ahead and do actually it's getting kind of that time to do a springtime collection update. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So you guys be safe, and I'll talk to you then. Later.